जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I declare the convocation open.
I request the Director to present his report.
Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, Chief Guest of the 8th Convocation of IIT Mandi. Professor Prem Vrat, Chairman of the Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, IIT Mandi, members of the Academic Senate, faculty and staff members of the Institute, graduating students and their family members, distinguished guests, I welcome you all on the occasion of the 8th Convocation of the Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the graduating students for achieving this milestone in their lives. I am sure this is a moment of pride for them and their families. Today, we are delighted to have with us Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar as the chief guest. Dr. Mashelkar was conferred the Padma Vibhushan in 2014 and has been honored as a Fellow of the Royal Society, Foreign Fellow of the US National Academy of Sciences and US National Academy of Engineering, Foreign Associate of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and Fellow of the US National Academy of Inventors. 42 universities from around the world have conferred honorary doctorate degrees on Professor Mashelkar. I am delighted to announce that 383 candidates will be graduating on the occasion of 8th Convocation of IIT Mandi. This includes 147 BTech, 97 MTech, 77 MSc, 12 MA, and 50 research scholars. Of the 50 research scholars, 11 are being awarded MS by research degrees and 39 are being conferred PhD degrees. I am also happy to note that over the past few years, the student strength of the institute has increased significantly. In 2020, 310 BTech, 101 MTech, 109 MSc, and 13 MA students secured admission at IIT Mandi, leading to a total strength of 1,833, including 352 PhD, 62 MS, and 22 integrated PhD research scholars. Life after IIT. In spite of several disruptions created by the pandemic, the Career and Placement Cell at IIT Mandi worked actively throughout the year and conducted several career counseling sessions. During the 2019-20 placement season, 85% of the registered undergraduate students received job offers. A total of 45 companies took part in campus placement. Among the registered postgraduate students, 35% received job offers from good companies, including core companies. Some of the students decided to go for higher education in institutes such as University of Glasgow, Scotland, University of Bristol, England, Delft University of Technology, Netherlands, several IITs, IIMs, etc. Major institute level achievements during the past year. Owing to the thriving academic environment of the institute, along with the presence of an effective business incubation, that is IIT Mandi Catalyst, IIT Mandi has made a debut in the Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements, Ministry of Education, Government of India. The rankings were announced on 18th August 2020 by the Honorable Vice President Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu. The institute has been ranked number 7 in the centrally funded institutions category in India of ARIIA 2020. IIT Mandi is the only institute from the second generation of IITs to be featured in ARIA 2020. Prior to this achievement, the institute was also ranked 6th in India by India Today among the centrally funded institutions in India. Here, it is worth mentioning a few words about the achievements of IIT Mandi Catalyst. In only 4 years of its existence, Catalyst has emerged as one of the leading business incubators in the region and is among the more active incubators in the country. In its short journey, Catalyst has received over 1,000 applications and supported over 100 startups in a range of sectors including clean energy, healthcare, enterprise management, agriculture, manufacturing, biotech, education, and consumer internet. Catalyst till date has disbursed about INR 3.5 crores for prototyping and commercialization purposes to the startups. Despite the challenges imposed by COVID-19, Catalyst exhibited its commitment to the cause of entrepreneurship by initiating its first online startup batch of 30 startups in August 2020. IIT Mandi has also set up a technology innovation hub in the human-computer interaction area under the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, supported by DST. Under this project, the TIH, a Section 8 company titled IIT Mandi iHub and HCI Foundation, has been established, which will focus on the verticals of technology, interface, developments, and evaluation, HRD and skill development, incubation and entrepreneurship, and collaborations. This project is headed by a number of faculty from the School of Computer and Electrical Engineering and School of Basic Sciences working in HCI and AI ML areas. And it is the largest such project backed by the institute since its inception in 2009, worth INR 110 crores. Selected achievements by faculty and students. There are some notable achievements by the faculty and the students on the academic front. IIT Mandi researchers had more than 300 peer-reviewed publications during the academic year 2019-20. This includes peer-reviewed journals, books and book chapters, and conference proceedings. Dr. Manu Devadevan, Assistant Professor, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, IIT Mandi, won the prestigious Infosys Prize in 2019 for his extensive research on the cultural, literary, economic, and political vividness of South India. Dr. Syed Abbas, Associate Professor, School of Basic Sciences, is among the 40 young scientists globally to be inducted as a member of the prestigious Global Young Academy for a term of 5 years, that is from June 2020 to May 2025. IIT Mandi students gained top 3 positions in the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering Industry Application Society Student Thesis Contest 2020 under the PhD category. Significant research and technology development. There are significant contributions to technology development. Dr. Anil Sao and Dr. Arnav Bhavsar have contributed to developing an artificial intelligence-powered point-of-care device to screen for cervical cancer by analyzing microscopy images with high accuracy. This project has been taken up in collaboration with Aindra Systems Private Limited, Bengaluru. A patent has been filed. Dr. Satyashil Ramesh Pawar and Dr. Atul Dhar, along with their research scholar Mr. Ankur Kaundal, have designed the innovation of Atuvik, an affordable cooking stove to combat indoor air pollution and decrease dependency on firewood. A patent has been filed. Technology development and scientific research also remained significant in terms of next generation spintronic technology, jute and kinaf fiber reinforced plastics through microwave energy, environmentally safe and cost-effective heterogeneous catalysts for industrial applications, and the effectiveness of drug used in treating opioid addiction in reversing some of type 2 diabetes associated adverse events, etc. In the face of the outbreak of the pandemic, IIT Mandi researchers worked relentlessly to develop various affordable health intervention technology, Wi-Fi operated smart ventilator, UVC disinfection box, and foot operated hand sanitizer dispenser to minimize the risk of COVID-19. Indigenous technology for high efficiency face masks and waste PET bottles are few of them. Dr. Varun Dutt and Dr. KV Uday, with a team of BTech and graduate students and members from their faculty-led startup, IIoT, helped the Indian Army by developing and deploying a social distancing app, ACSA, in the Indian Army canteens. This app has successfully catered to more than 15,000 Army personnel since its inception during the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. International linkages. IIT Mandi has remained an attractive destination for international students and faculty and fostered its linkages with the wider academic world through student and faculty mobility, as well as joint research projects and MOUs. In the past 10 years, the institute has signed MOUs with as many as 11 international universities. IIT Mandi has been made the national coordinating institution for Germany under the Scheme for Promotion of Academic and Research Collaboration, SPARC, of the Government of India. Additionally, it has also assumed leadership among the 8 second-generation IITs for attracting students from SAARC nations. Since 2013, over 50 of our students have had the chance to go for semester exchange to RWTH Aachen University, Technical University of Munich, Blekinge Institute of Technology, IT University of Copenhagen, and McMaster University. Over 120 international students have experienced project-based learning and other academic offerings of IIT Mandi since 2015. The majority being from WPI USA. Since 2011, over 100 international faculty have visited IIT Mandi for visits of varying durations. Sponsored research and industry interactions. This year marked a significant increase in the number of sponsored research projects and total funding. In 2020, the number of projects sanctioned till date is 29, with a total sanctioned amount of rupees 13.17 crores. Out of this, 19 are government-sponsored projects amounting to rupees 12.52 crores, and 10 are industry-sponsored projects amounting to rupees 0.65 crores. Total number of projects sanctioned till date are 311 and total sanctioned amount is rupees 112.11 crores. This amount excludes the INR 110 crores sanctioned to IIT Mandi under the TIH in HCI area in 2020. Campus development. Campus development is one of the major achievements of any new residential institute. The South Campus of IIT Mandi now has a fully functional infrastructure of about 40,000 square meters area. This campus presently provides for 760 students and 50 faculty staff members. Another 500 capacity hostel block with a dining hall, 5 2 BHK and 45 3 BHK apartments are being added to this campus. The construction of these buildings, which combined make up 20,000 square meters of built-up area, is expected to be ready by June 2021. The North Campus, on the other hand, has buildings of 1 lakh square meters of area presently. This part of the campus houses around 1,000 students and 101 faculty staff members. The sports complex and hospital are now fully functional. The remaining 50,000 square meters of construction, which includes 2 350-seater smart classrooms and other spaces for co- and extracurricular activities, is at an advanced stage of construction and shall be completed by June 2021. Extracurricular activities. IIT Mandi has developed a vibrant culture of learning as well as imbibing life lessons through participation in competitive as well as non-competitive activities. I am happy to report the following achievements of our graduating students. Students from the graduating batch have brought laurels to IIT Mandi in various inter-IIT competitions. To name a few achievements from the past year, IIT Mandi won the bronze medal in cricket at the inter-IIT sports meet at IIT Kharagpur in December 2019. IIT Mandi students secured second position in 51-hour movie making and third position in street play at Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 2019 at IIT Bombay. The IIT Mandi team also won gold medal in coding hackathon and bronze medal in a case study and route optimization algorithm at the Inter-IIT Tech Meet held at IIT Roorkee in December 2019. Mr. Hardeep Malik of the graduating batch of BTech Civil Engineering students founded his company OmniBulls in his final year. Mr. Malik has given lectures, tutorials and workshops etc. to different institutes in India, including IITs, IIMs and abroad on stock market and wealth management as part of his startup venture. Mr. Shreyas Bapat of the graduating batch of BTech Electrical Engineering students developed Einstein PY, a Python package for general relativity. He presented the package at the Space Telescope Science Institute, USA in July 2019. The package has over 25,000 downloads till now. IIT Mandi hosted a series of inter-college sports, cultural and tech meets such as Rananiti, Srijan, Inter-College Literature Festival during the last academic year. The academic calendar was abuzz with a wonderful array of internal social events including Vibgyor, Anusandhan and Agaz. The hiking and trekking club organized treks to Kareri Lake, Nag Tibba and other places in Himachal, thus taking full advantage of the institute's spectacular location. Concluding remarks. Each convocation is a time for celebration as our institute sends forth its best and brightest into the real world, where they must and will prove their mettle against competition from all over the globe. It is also a time for commending the entire campus community as their collective efforts make the annual renewal of the institute in terms of students, ideas, products possible. The graduating batch this year deserves a special mention. Due to the prevailing pandemic, this year we are having a virtual convocation. I understand this is not how you had imagined bidding farewell to the campus or your friends. It has been a challenging year for all of us. However, I encourage you all to remember 2020 as the year you stepped up to play bigger roles by growing through these uncertain times. Jai Hind. I request Professor Prem Vrat, Chairman, Board of Governors of IIT Mandi, to deliver his address.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, esteemed Director, Professor Ajit Chaturvedi, members of the Board of Governors, the Senate, esteemed faculty, graduating batch of 2020, dear students, staff, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to welcome our very distinguished Chief Guest, Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, and express our gratitude to him for having accepted our invitation to grace the occasion as the Chief Guest and deliver the convocation address. I am sure that his presence, though virtual, will be a great source of inspiration to not only the graduating batch, but the entire IIT Mandi family. It gives me immense pleasure to congratulate the graduating students of IIT Mandi on the occasion of its 8th convocation ceremony. My hearty congratulations also to the faculty and the staff of IIT Mandi who have made this journey possible in the face of unprecedented crisis humanity has been confronted with in recent times. It is the beginning of a new journey for the graduating students, and I am sure a challenging yet successful career path lies ahead of you. I sincerely hope that the knowledge and skill the graduating students have acquired and the ethos they have imbibed during their stay at IIT Mandi will stand them in good stead through the coming years of new challenges and opportunities. Also, these students would help contribute significantly in diverse ways to the country's development and the welfare of humanity. I feel quite happy to note the impressive progress the Institute has made since its foundation in 2009. 11 years down the line, the residential campus in the Himalayas currently houses nearly 1,700 students, more than 100 faculty and staff members, offers 6 BTech programs, along with the BTech, MTech integrated dual degree program, and multiple postgraduate programs including MTech, MSc, MA, MS by research, and PhD. The innovative feature of our BTech program has been the incorporation of hands-on project-based courses. Similarly, the 5-week induction program introduced in 2016 for the new BTech students have also been unique in its objectives and execution. IIT Mandi is the first IIT to launch an induction program of this scale and scope for the fresh BTech batch students. The induction program is aimed at initiating and integrating the incoming BTech students into the thriving academic value on the campus through interactive modules. These modules are entirely mentored by faculty, and these are designed to impart a diverse set of academic, social, and physical skills and ethos. I congratulate the faculty and staff of the Institute on this remarkable accomplishment. The Institute has also made its mark in research, collaboration, and international linkages established over the past decade. It's an outstanding achievement to have research projects worth more than 100 crores so far. I'm delighted that a Technology Innovation Hub, TIH, is being set up in the area of human-computer interaction under the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber-Physical Systems, NMICPS, alongside the existing business incubation program of IIT Mandi, Catalyst. In this context, it gives me also a great joy and satisfaction in acknowledging the achievement of the IIT Mandi Catalyst. Initiated in 2016 as the first technology business incubator in Himachal Pradesh, it has established itself over the past 4 years. Catalyst has a strong and reliable mentoring presence in the innovative entrepreneurial startup landscape of Himachal Pradesh. It has to be mentioned to its credit that IIT Mandi Catalyst has so far received more than 1,000 applications and supported well above 100 startups. It has to date disbursed about INR 3.5 crores for the prototyping and commercialization of diverse startups in clean energy, environment, healthcare, agriculture, enterprise management, biotech, education, manufacturing, and consumer internet. The fact that 1/5 of the total startups have been founded by the IIT Mandi faculty, staff, and students underline the innovative and entrepreneurial spirit of IIT Mandi once again. It's noteworthy to report that alongside the academic and entrepreneurial milestones of Institute in its short journey, the Institute has also been its sensitive social face in the comprehensive and successful outreach of enabling women of command EWOK. The idea of and plan for EWOK grew out of a project study conducted by a few BTech students on the glaring gender imbalance in education and employment amongst the population in the Command Valley, aimed at addressing gender skewness in the local community. EWOK, established by the Women's Cell of IIT Mandi in June 2016, has been promoting and fostering various enterprises run by women in the Command Valley and surrounding areas. It brings excellent contentment to our social conscience as an institute to see that EWOK has contributed significantly towards the empowerment of local women through its growing regional network of social entrepreneurship. Partnerships with other institutes and universities of excellence worldwide have been central to the expanding international academic outreach of IIT Mandi. Since 2013, over 50 of our students have spent a semester at RWTH, Aachen University, the Technical University of Munich, IIT University of Copenhagen, Berkingen University of Technology, Hapia, Switzerland, and McMaster University, Canada, as part of the semester exchange program. It's a matter of pride that IIT Mandi has been made the national coordinating institution for Germany under the SPARC scheme for promotion of academic and research collaboration. In the past 10 years, the institute has signed MOUs with as many as 11 international universities. We have been leading amongst the 8 second-generation IITs in attracting students from SAARC nations. It fills me again with immense pride and joy on this occasion to list here a couple of notable academic accomplishments of our faculty members and students. Dr. Manu Devadevan, Assistant Professor, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, was awarded the prestigious Infosys Prize in 2019 for his outstanding research in the cultural, literary, economic, and political vividness of South India. In a similar vein of academic excellence, Dr. Syed Abbas, Associate Professor, School of Basic Sciences, was one of the 40 scientists to be inducted last year as a member of the prestigious Global Young Academy, GYA, for a term of 5 years. IIT Mandi students won the top 3 positions in the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Industrial Application Society, IEEE IAS, Student Thesis Contest 2020 in the non-PhD category. Above all, looking back and reflecting upon the last academic year, it's immensely gratifying to note that even in the face of immense challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Institute has been able to keep on track most of its academic and research programs by switching to digital and hybrid modes. The Institute even rose to the occasion on the research front, for instance, by inventing a UVC disinfection box and a foot-operated hand sanitizer dispenser to minimize the risk of COVID-19 infection. Dear graduating batch, you are privileged to get admission in one of the most reputed IIT brand, and your teachers have nurtured you to the best of academic standards. Use your knowledge and wisdom for the good of the society and contribute to the process of nation building. As alumni of IIT Mandi, your relationship with your alma mater is a lifelong one. A good engineer has to be a good human being first, and I'm sure that you will contribute with full enthusiasm, a positive attitude, and with good human values and professional ethics to bring glory to your alma mater and the nation. I'm sure that IIT Mandi, with its newly enriched sense of pride, added confidence and commitment, strength and resolve, drive and focus, would keep scaling the heights of excellence in times to come. I would conclude by offering my heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of 2020, their parents, the faculty, and the institute staff on reaching yet another milestone in these trying times, and wish them all the very best in their future endeavors. May God bless you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I request Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, Chief Guest of the Convocation, to deliver the Convocation address.
Chairman of the Board of Governors, Professor Prem Rath, Director of IIT Mandi, Professor Ajit Chaturvedi, distinguished members of the Board of Governors, distinguished deans and faculty, proud graduates of the day, their equally proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it a special privilege and an honor to deliver this convocation address of one of our youngest IITs. Let me say at the outset that IIT Mandi has a great advantage. Why? They say ambience and ambition both matter. Ambition without ambience will not work. Ambience without ambition will not work either. And in terms of ambience, you are one of the best ambiences in India. And I witnessed your rising ambition. So all this augurs very well indeed for IIT Mandi. I want to begin by congratulating the parents first. Education is the best gift that you could have given to your children. I want to then congratulate the graduates of the day. This is a very, very special day in your life. When our generation graduated, India was a third world country. When you are graduating, India is well on its way to become the third most powerful country in the world. And my friends, it is you who will be charged with building this great future of our great nation. They say that institutions can't build the future of the young, but they can build the young for the future. We are fortunate that IIT Mandi has equipped you fully with skills and tools to deal with this challenge most confidently. You all are also entering a world which is exciting as well as challenging. A VUCA world which is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. We have seen that 2020 will go down in the history as the VUCA year of the century due to the unexpected onset as well as unprecedented aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic. We have seen vast devastation of lives as also livelihoods. While we repair and recover, there is also an opportunity for us in India to rethink, reimagine, reinvent a new India of our dreams. In that direction, our visionary Prime Minister has given the clarion call for Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means self-reliant India. But in today's globalized world, idea of self-reliance cannot be about return to import substitution or to license permit Raj and inspector Raj, but an active participation in post-COVID global supply chains coupled with a strategy to attract foreign direct investment. So, Atmanirbhar Bharat must be built on with Atmavishwas, with self-confidence. It is all about, my young friends, standing up confidently in the VUCA word, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous strategy. And it is you, my young friends, who give me that Atmavishwas. In 2020, there is suddenly an opportunity in adversity for India. With the Chinese government and their companies being viewed with great suspicion by the global business community, India has a great opportunity to establish itself as a global manufacturing hub. India will be able to attract global investment provided it brings in the much needed reforms in terms of land, labor, law, logistics, and the cost of inputs. And I'm very happy to see that our government is well on its way to accelerate these reforms. The second opportunity for India is from the accelerated pace at which digitalization is taking place in India, really accelerated. So innovation in digital India will accelerate itself due to four powerful drivers that are all in favor of India. What are these? These are namely the exponential nature of technology in terms of sharply rising performance and simultaneously plummeting costs. Performance going up, costs going down dramatically. Then creating convergence of technologies into new innovative combinations. Third, emergence of digital platforms and declining entry costs due to affordable cloud-based computing and open source software. These are all going in favor of India. So India will have to use the dark power, DARQ, dark power, to drive innovation. That means combinatorial of first D, distributed ledger technology, A, artificial intelligence, R, extended reality, and Q, quantum computing. While we may look at the sky for these innovative frontiers and groundbreaking innovations, there are some harsh realities on the ground that will cry for innovations focusing on inclusion and sustainability. Post-COVID, India needs accelerated growth, but accelerated inclusive growth where no one is excluded. Everyone has a chance. Everyone is included. Also, we are seeing the sudden rise in inequality that we need with all the challenges, disruptive and not incremental innovation. And I'm convinced that digital transformation can be a great force multiplier here. And here are some illustrative examples. Take education. Post-COVID, 1/3 of the 1.6 billion children around the world who suddenly went out of school just in 100 days. But 1/3 of them do not have access to online learning due to digital deprivation. So if you don't have access to online learning, you don't have access to education. So we need innovations that will provide digital access equality despite income inequality. India actually had made a headway during 2001 to 2005, innovating to create extremely affordable indigenous tablets such as Simputer, Akash, Mobilis. But then we missed the journey from ideas to impact. We did not take them forward. Now we need to restart this innovation journey with renewed zeal, just as we became the pharmacy of the world by supplying high quality, affordable generic drugs to the world. India can be a leader in supplying high quality, affordable digital devices to the world. The whole world needs it. We talked about education. We can talk about now healthcare. Digital reengineering can transform our healthcare system. Look at an illustrative example of the challenge of shortage of ICUs during the pandemic. all right, and the power of Indian inclusive innovation that was laid by digital reengineering. You know, in my mother's name, I've created Anjani Mashelkar Inclusive Innovation Award. This is the 10th year of the award. And just look at the awardees this year. The winner this year, Dozy, which precisely achieved this objective. It's a startup. So it used IoT, Internet of Things, to set up a continuous, contact-free vitals monitor with remote monitoring capabilities and an alert system that converts any bed into a step-down ICU very quickly in few minutes and affordably. Just 5% of the cost of a full-fledged ICU. It has a proven medical grade accuracy at 98.4%. So you just slip this in under the bed and you can have all the vitals monitored. The data are then uploaded on cloud to give remote access so that clinicians can access the data from a safe distance. The data are further analyzed using advanced machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithms. So it is not just the coronavirus pandemic, but there is a pandemic that is perennially persisting, and that is a pandemic of poverty, and that will need innovations. The second winner of this Anjani Mashelkar Inclusive Innovation Award 2020, namely startup GeoVivo, created again an IoT-based solution, Save Mom, with a culturally aligned, user-friendly wearable maternal healthcare device, which together with a suite of applications monitors mother's health and uploads the data in the cloud for doctors to view it remotely. It saves lives of pregnant women in remote villages. Their solution has been already employed in 100 plus villages in southern states. The cost? Just 1 rupee per day. For 1,000 days, 1,000 rupees, 1 rupee per day. So you can just see, I'm just giving you these two examples of Anjani Mashelkar Inclusive Innovation Award. How digital re-engineering of health can be done in terms of remote monitoring in both cases using IoT. So let me sum up. India can do digital re-engineering of everything from education to health to financial services, and at a pace that India has not ever witnessed before. And that is how we can reinvent our India. That's what I said. Not just recover or repair, but completely reinvent. The third opportunity is provided by the new education policy, NEP, which could be again transformative. To meet the challenges of the digital world in which we are going to spend our future, we must do nationwide audit of all the higher educational technological institutions to understand the current level of preparedness in terms of exponential technologies, Industry 4.0, and the needs of future jobs that will replace all old jobs that were prevalent in Industry 3.0. We must prepare our young students for this. Now, what are these exponential technologies? These are Internet of Things, IoT, artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning in particular, robotics process automation, virtual, augmented, mixed reality, sensors, 3D printing, 3D visualization, mobile internet and cloud, big data analytics, open data, and blockchain. So these are the new exponential technologies. New skills in the era of Industry 4.0 will be the ability of students to develop new skills, new attributes, new competencies. And what are they? Dealing with complexity. I just now told you about VUCA word, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. Our students should be able to deal with this. Critical thinking, emotional intelligence, cognitive flexibility, creativity, etc. And considering creativity, India's education system has given more importance to logical thinking and reasoning capabilities. But now with artificial intelligence coming in, the new jobs will be more focused on creative thinking. We have to give a lot of importance to them. Our own IIT Mandi will need to transition towards a learner-centered education model where learning and work go hand in hand. Customized learning modules that are coupled with adaptive, dynamic, and agile lifelong learning should be the focus of the new universities, new institutions like our own IIT Mandi, so that we can create workforce with long-term sustainability. Indian academia must adjust to the power of open disruptions such as open knowledge like in Udacity or Coursera or Khan, open source development and collaboration like in GitHub, open innovation like in Quirky, and open research like the Matthias project of the open source drug discovery. The disruptions post-COVID in terms of huge acceleration of digitalization must be factored in to our new education policy, which was written in the pre-COVID era. It was anticipated, but not this sudden acceleration that we are dealing with. If we do that, then only will India move from right to education to right education to right way of education, taking full advantage of the great disruption that the exponential technology is going to create. At the end, my friends, I'm now 77. I've traveled the path, and what have I learned during that time? So I will give you 5 Mashelkar mantras which have helped me in my life. I hope they will help you too. And here they are. The first, to whom you are born, where you are born, when you are born, that's not in your hand, right? So the beginning of your life is not in your hands. But where you end up is definitely in your hands. So remember, your aspirations are your possibilities. Therefore, keep your aspirations always high. You know, if you aim at Everest, at least you will reach Kanchenjunga. But if you aim at Kanchenjunga only, you will not even reach Hanuman Tekadi. And if you aim at Hanuman Tekadi, you will stay where you are. So aim high. When someone tells you, oh, that it can't be done, your aspiration is too high, take it that is more reflection of his limitation or her limitation, not yours. That is the first learning I have had. The second, there is no substitute to hard work for becoming successful. Like instant coffee, there is no instant success. I myself, and as I said, I'm 77. I myself work 24/7, week after week, month after month, year after year, and will do so till I take my last breath. The golden rule is the following: work hard in silence, let success make all the noise. Third, perseverance matters. Always too early to quit. Quitters are never winners, and winners are never quitters. Interpret fail, FAIL, as first attempting learning. Your best guru is your last mistake, provided you are prepared to learn from. That is my third lesson. I always learned from the mistake that I have made, and I've made plenty of them. Fourth, be always a part of a solution, never part of a problem. If you can't find the way, create your own new way. You will keep on knocking on doors. Don't get frustrated if they don't open. Create your own doors. You know, when I came back in 1976 to India to set up a new school on rheology and non-Newtonian fluid mechanics, I found my first equipment will come after 2 years. Because we didn't have foreign exchange, digital clearance, not manufactured in India certificate. I couldn't wait for it. So that door was closed for me. I created a new door. I asked myself, what am I good at? This. So I went into modeling and simulation. And can you believe it? In 1977, I started the work, and within 5 years, I got Bhatnagar Prize, SS Bhatnagar Prize. All right? But if I was just keeping on knocking on those doors, nothing would have happened. I had to create my own doors. So please do that. The fifth and the final one, I strongly believe that there is no limit to human endurance, no limit to human achievement, and no limit to human imagination, accepting the limits we put on yourself. Take, for example, no limit to human endurance. Look at pandemic. Look at Jyoti Paswan, a 15-year-old girl. Look at her father who had broken his knees, and they wanted to go to their village in Bihar. And that girl drove her father on the bicycle 1,200 kilometers in 8 days. They are making a movie on her life. No limit to human. So let me tell you a bit of a story before I close about no limit to human imagination or to achievement. So I became fellow of Royal Society, right? Only 3 engineering scientists in the last 360 years we have become fellows of Royal Society. And you sign in the same book where Newton has signed. When I was learning Newton's first law and second law of motion, etc., I did not realize one day I will sign in the book where Newton has signed. So I was very happy. I thought that's something great. And I called my guru, Professor C.N.R. Rao, Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao. He has been my mentor. And he said, sir, I become FRS. You know what was his response? Not bad. Very disappointed. Then I became fellow of American Academy of Arts and Science. You know, after 1780, only 7 Indians had become when I became the fellow. So I thought he'll be now very impressed. So I called him. Sir, I have become fellow of Arts. You know, of American Academy of Arts and Science. You know what was his response? Not bad. I was very disappointed. And then I became fellow of US National Academy of Inventors. I was the first one, by the way, from India to become, not third or seventh, etc. I thought now he will be definitely impressed. I pulled him up. You know what was his response? Not bad. And then I got upset. I said, sir, what do I have to do? And the message that he gave me was a very important one. He said, Mashelkar, you are climbing on a ladder of excellence, which has no limits. It's a limitless ladder of excellence. So what it tells you is that no matter what you achieve, you have to say, my best is yet to come. So here's my last message, the 5th message to you. Every day in the morning, you are in 20s now, when you get up, say, my best is yet to come, and maybe today is the day that it will come. But not only in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, 90s, you know, and you will live for 100 years when you get up. That morning, you get up and say, my best is yet to come. And maybe today is the day. And if all of you do that, India will have its rightful position in the Committee of Nations, which is right there. So, my young friends, all my best wishes, all my choicest blessings will be always with you as you keep on climbing on that limitless ladder of excellence that Professor Rao talked about. And achieve beyond your imagination, bring glory, not only to yourself, to your family, but also to our beloved nation, our glorious motherland. Thank you very much.
Dean of Academics may please propose the number of candidates who have become eligible for the award of various degrees at this convocation.
Sir, I propose that 39 candidates be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, 11 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Science by Research, 29 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Science in Applied Mathematics, 26 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry, 22 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Science in Physics, 10 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Biotechnology, 10 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Communications and Signal Processing, 14 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Energy Engineering with a specialization in Materials, 23 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Mechanical Engineering with a specialization in Energy Systems, 17 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Structural Engineering, 14 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in Power Electronics and Drives, 9 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Technology in VLSI, 12 candidates be awarded the degree of Master of Arts in Development Studies, 20 candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering, 60 candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering, 41 candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering, 26 candidates be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering. I also propose that overall 383 candidates be awarded the degree.
By the authority vested in me as the chairman of the Senate of Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi, I hereby award the degrees to all the candidates presented by the school chairpersons and by the faculty advisors of the different academic programs. Chairpersons of the schools and faculty advisors may please present the candidates for the award of various degrees.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 17 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Manoj Das, Harmanpreet Singh, Surender Lal, Navneet Chandra Verma, Imran Ahmed, Rohit Pathak, Juhi Pandey, Karan Singh, Prabhat Kumar Jaina, Deepak Kumar, Nitin Sharma, Manu Siri, Naina Arora, Rajesh Dayal, Shekhar Singh, Vandana Devi, Gandhave Kundalik Bhagwan.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you one candidate who has duly qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Abhilash M.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 12 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Vibha Gupta, Ajay, Medha Kumar, Shefu Gupta, Anshul Thakur, Shivani, Krishan Sharma, Ashish Shirish Joshi, Indu Yadav, Rajesh Manji Bhai Pindoria, Adil Usman, Shikha Gupta.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 9 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Sandeep Kumar Shukla, Shumit Kumar Sharma, Shubhrado Mandal, Piyush Kumar Avasti, Abhimanyu, Muhammad Sagid, Ashish Tiwari, Sharat Kumar Gupta, Muhammad Amir.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 8 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Science by Research. Prakash Prateek, Budhayan Nandi, Snehal Dilip Shethe, Praveen Kumar, Bharat Vardani, Akash K. Rao, Seema Kumari, Azaz Hamid Lone.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 3 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Science by Research. Nayan Pundir, Chandni, Dejinder Thakur.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 26 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry. Akhil Bharadwaj, Chanjot Kaur, Abhishek Jain, Kriti Kochar, Ritu, Pavitra Srivastava, Anjali Negi, Astha Jain, Pooja Sharma, Diksha Sharma, Srishti Gupta, Aditya Prashun, Parul Sharma, Gulnaz, Rajdeep Soni, Rajat Saini, Shriya Rawal, Kriti Sakhya, Mohammad Jisan Alam, Ankit Patel, हिमांशु सैनी, सुनिधि, निश्चल चौहान, सानिया, नेहा, भोलानाथ गुप्ता.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 29 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Science in Applied Mathematics. Santosh, Adisi Ora, Nisha, Monica Nandal, Dibya Agarwal, Anurag Tiwari, Alka Singh Chauhan, Namrata Mani Tripathi, Sonu, Himangshu Chaudhary, Poonam, Vikas Kumar Punia, Rishabh Saini, Amit Kumar Yadav, Sanjay, Avantkar Ashish Nandkishore, Mahesh Kumar Ola, Payal, Kumari Yatnis, Narang Thakur, Mohit Kapoor, Mantu Prasad Gupta, Siddharth Shankar Pradhan, Rahul, Vishnu Sharma, Yash Kumar, Anju Baura, Bimal Kumar, Nikhil Raghav.
Chairman Senate, now I present you 22 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Science in Physics. Akash, Pankaj Kumar, Sagar Revadia, Jagriti Ahuja, Sumail Ahmed Shikdiki, Pooja Mandral, Sardar Dilbagh Singh Khalsa, Manu Mehta, Yogesh Yadav, Arsad, Nikesh Kumar, Anurag Kumar, Ekta Kumari, Rahul Dhankar, Santosh Kumar Sahu, Dinbandhu Sharma, Bhishma Narayan Mahanti, Sonu Kumar Kuldeep, Rahul Sharma, Gaurav, Kirti, Sunita Tarai.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 10 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in Biotechnology. Anirban Bandyopadhyay, Vikas Kumar Sinha, Dipanshu Verma, Ankur Kumar, Gudivada Jayantlal, Ashutosh Kumar Singh, Prem Chand, Nikita Deshwal, Minakshi Appa Saheb Shegane, Gehi Bhuvaneshwari Rajendra Kumar.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 10 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in Communication and Signal Processing. Supriyo Banerjee, Pushpdeep Singh, Ankit Chakravarti, Nilesh Kumar Shukla, Mahesh Kumar Gupta, Himanshi Thakkar, Rishabh Ranjan, Shovik Mitra, Sompal Singh, Subhanshu Sahu.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 14 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Masters of Technology in Energy Engineering with specialization in materials. Mohit Bartwal, Ankit Joshi, Abhishek Goyal, Dharmender Kumar, Harsh Arora, Gaurav Kumar, Kyuar Siali Maruti, Chel Bihari Soni, Maruti Nandan Tripathi, Shobit Nigam, Rahul Singh, Mohammad Uzair Khildi, Vaibhav Kumar Mittal, Vikram Bishisht.
Chairman, Senate, now I present to you 23 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in the Mechanical Engineering with specialization in Energy System. Saurabh Chauhan, Renu Tiwari, Pavan Singh Best, Amit Kumar Chaudhary, Bhagish Kumar, Jaiprakash Anand, Sandeep Yadav, Aman Kumar Soni, Karan Sonu Kumar, Divanshu Gupta, Vijay Tiwari, Satyam Singh Thakur, Tarun Pratap Singh, Manmohan Singh Patel, Kumar Pratap Singh Yadav, Deepak Gaikwad, Anshul Mehta, Varun Kumar, Ramij Raja Khan, Samanbhai Anand, Prakash Giri, and Ashutosh Ranjan.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 14 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in Power Electronics and Drives. Rajiv, Vishnu Prasad, Abhinav Singh Kashyap, Deepal Gupta, Parth Patel Hasmukh Bhai, Kartik Sharma, Vivek Kumar Sharma, Rohan Rajkumar Lalani, Chandan Bharti, Mayank Gupta, Irshad Ansari, Abhishek Kumar, Ajit Kumar Yadav, P. Ravi Teja.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 9 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in VLSI. Sandeep Parikh, Monu, Saswat T, Shakti Singh, Nishant Singh, Prashant Sharma, Ashish Tiwari, Kanchan Singh Rana, Shubham Mishra.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 17 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Technology in Structural Engineering. Varun Sharma, Ajendra Singh, Himanshu Singh Gangwar, Mohammad Masibul, Anand Shah, Ganesh Jaiswal, Saurav Kumar, Mahipal Kularia, Sumit Kumar, Gitesh N, Naveen Bharti, Shailendra Kumar Singh, Gurpreet Singh, Saurkar Atharv Anant, Sitish Tandon, Mohammad Talha Siddiqui, Bhagchand Meena.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 12 candidates who have duly qualified for the degree of Master of Arts in Development Studies. Tajuddin Malik, Satya Kishan Kumar, Srividya, Mridu Bala, Nikita Agrawal, Shashank Shekhar, Anupreet Kaur, Rajat Chaudhary, Saurav Yadav, Abba Rohit, Piyush Kumar, Manisha.
Chairman Senate, now I present to you 20 candidates who have duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor's in Technology in Civil Engineering. Out of these, 4 students have completed the requirements for the degree with minor in Management. Abhay Kumar, Ajay Kumar, Ashutosh Kumar, Bhanu Singh, Chirag Singh, Gaurav Meena, Hardeep Malik, Harsh Garg, Mohit, Nidhika, Niyush, Parimal Kumar, Rijul, Rohit Kumar, Saurabh Kumar, Vijay Kumar, Vishal Meher, Yogesh Meerwal, Kirti Jorwal, Rocky Verma.
Chairman Senate, I present to you 60 candidates who have duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. Of these, 1 student has completed BTech with honors, 26 students have completed the requirements for the degree with minor in Management, 4 students have finished the requirements for the degree with minor in German language. Ashish Kumar, Abhinandan, Abhinav Dikshit, AJR Ladha, Akhilesh Devrari, Akul Gupta, Aman Khandelwal, Amit Rajan, Amrendra Singh, Anant Mishra, Anshul Gupta, Ashutosh Zamidari, Bharat Lodhi, Bhavya Bhatt, Dhrubodip Basu Matre, Dilip Kumar Chauhan, Hemant Kumar, Karan Kalra, Kaustubh Verma, Naveen Kumar Chauhan, Nikhil Gupta, Neeraj Yadav, Prashant Shekhar Gupta, Pratyush Gaurav, Priyanshu Khandelwal, Rohit Kaushal, Rishikesh Sagar, Sajal Boris, Samarth Kapse, Rishikesh Sudam Sarod, Sarthak Shekhawat, Shashwat Garg, Shubham Chaudhary, Sujit Ranganath, Suryavanshi Virendra Singh, Sylvia Mittal, Vinayak Kathulia, Vishal Anand, Vishnupriya Chindal, Aman Jain, Arpit Batra, Gagandeep Tomar, Laksh Arora, Lokesh Kumar, Navdeep Sharma, Nikhil TR, Palak Gupta, Prabhakar Prasad, Rajan Bajaj, Shivam Verma, Abhigyan Khund, Aditya Singh, Anirudh Prasad Nistala, Amol Pasi, Chirag Vasisht, Ritik Gupta, Suryakant Bharadwaj, Yash Agarwal, Anand Ram Rakhyani, Solanki Pinak.
Chairman Senate, I present to you 41 candidates who have duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Technology in electrical engineering. Of these, 11 students have completed the requirements for the degree with minor in management. Agrawal Paresh Kishanlal, Ajay Kumawat, Anand Kumar, Anurag Maurya, Ashish Kumar Meena, Avinash Kumar Aryan, Bhavesh Kumar, Chehak Godra, Daksh Sagar, Deepak Jarwal, Devashish Singh, Gaurav Kumar, Kadaru Sahib, M. Amudan, Manish Sharma, Mohammad Nadeem, Piyush, Purvesh Charger, Rachit Maheshwari, Rakshit Matta, Rakshit Raj, Rohan Agarwal, Shashi Mohan, Sirsila Venkatram, Sonali Jagrawal, Tirupati Mishra, Vedant Agarwal, Aman Rohila, Mukul Jangid, Patil Piyush Rajendra, Ritvik Saha, Vivek Sharma, Ankit Kumar, Ayush Megwani, Ram Lakhan, Randhir Kumar, Shreyas Bapat, Shubham Kumar, Siddharth Singh, Surinder Kumar, Nitesh Kumar.
Chairman Senate, I present to you 26 candidates who have duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering. Of these, one student has completed BTech with honors, 9 students have completed the requirements for the degree with minor in management, 1 student has completed the requirement for the degree with minor in intelligent systems, and 1 student has completed the requirements for the degree with minor in applied physics. Abhijit Rajput, Abhishek Bhaskar, Ajay Kumar, Akash Kumar, Akapelli Akhil, Amrit Varshan, Amit Ranjan, Rohit Basupalli, Gagandeep Singh, Garvit Mathur, Param Kashyap, Kuldeep Anjana, Abhinash Mishra, Moti Kailash, Naman Chaudhary, नवीन कुमार, नीलोत्पल दत्ता, निशांत राणा, साकिब रजा, सतपाल मीना, शंतनु कौशिक, शिवम चौधरी, स्टैंजिन, विकास कुमार, शिशिर अस्थाना, कोका राजेश.
Now I request the director to announce the names of various medal and award winners.
The President of India Gold Medal for outstanding academic performance from among the batch of BTech students graduating is awarded to Mr. Nilotpal Datta.
I am honored to be awarded the President of India Gold Medal on the occasion of the 8th convocation of IIT Mandi. I would like to thank my faculty advisor Dr. Satvasil Pawar for always supporting and guiding me during these 4 years. Then I would like to thank my project advisor Dr. Mohammad Telha for his constant motivation. I would also like to express my gratitude to all my teachers, my parents, my brother and all my dear friends, without whose support I would not have achieved this. I would like to thank everyone at IIT Mandi for providing such a wonderful environment for all-round development. Thank you.
The Director's Gold Medal for outstanding all-round proficiency from among the batch of BTech students graduating is awarded to Mr. Anand Ram Rakhiani.
Greetings to all. I am Anand Ram Rakhiani, and it is a matter of great honor for me to receive this prestigious Director's Gold Medal at the occasion of the 8th convocation of IIT Mandi. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to all those people without the support of whom this journey wouldn't have been possible. Beginning with my parents, I would like to really thank them a lot, for I certainly wouldn't have been at this institute in the first place without their guidance and support. Next, I shall always remain thankful to all those amazing seniors, wonderful friends, and juniors whose constant support always motivated me to do well in every sphere of my undergraduate journey. Last, but surely not the least, I like to thank all the faculty members, all the staff members, and all the campus residents of this institute for always helping me out as and when possible. I hope I am always able to maintain the dignity of this medal and of the degree conferred upon me today. Thank you.
The Rani Gonsalves Memorial Medal for outstanding academic performance from among the students graduating in BTech is jointly awarded to Ms. Palak Gupta and Ms. Vishnu Priya Jindal.
Hi everyone. I'm honored to be awarded the Rani Gonsalves Memorial Medal. I'm grateful to a lot of people, starting with our very own professors who taught and guided me in my career, some great seniors who helped at every step, and awesome juniors who had always been very supportive. I would also like to thank my family who have been there and provided all the resources whenever I wanted. I would also like to take this chance to thank my friends who have been very supportive, helped me in my decisions, and never left my side. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, I am Vishnu Priya Jindal, and I feel honored to be awarded the Rani Gonsalves Memorial Medal. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for always encouraging my decisions at IIT Mandi. Coming from a batch of 6 female students to 68 female students in 2020, the Institute has facilitated female involvement, which has surely improved my overall experience. I would like to thank the Institute for giving me immense opportunities, which has helped me take out the best out of myself. I will miss being in the hills, the culture, the environment, and being a student of IIT Mandi. Thank you.
The Institute Silver Medal for outstanding academic performance from among the students graduating in BTech Civil Engineering discipline is awarded to Mr. Gaurav Meena.
Hello all, my name is Gaurav Meena and I am honored upon receiving the Institute Silver Medal for Civil Engineering at the 8th convocation of IIT Mandi. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who helped me throughout this journey. My faculty, friends, seniors, juniors, the lab staff and my family who helped me throughout this fruitful and beautiful journey.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in BTech Computer Science and Engineering discipline is awarded to Mr. Abhigyan Khound.
Hello everyone. I am honored to be receiving the Institute Silver Medal for BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. Back in 2016 when I joined this college, little did I know that I would be painting my canvas of my life from the beautiful and remote land of Mandi in Himachal. These will always be the most memorable 4 years of my life. I am really thankful for everything that this place had offered. The life lessons that I learned, the relationships that were built, and the best education that I received. And most importantly, it prepared me well to face the world. I am thankful for everyone who had been part of my 4 years at IIT Mandi. My parents, my mentors, my professors and faculties, my friends, seniors and juniors, my roommates and hostel mates, and my project and assignment partners, and everyone at different clubs and societies. I'm really thankful for your constant support and encouragement. The world is a small place, and I hope to cross paths with many of you in the future. Thank you.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in BTech Electrical Engineering discipline is awarded to Mr. Ram Lakhan.
Hello everyone, I am Ram and I am honored and humbled to receive the Institute Silver Medal. IIT Mandi has provided all of us with a platform to grow and explore ourselves, and this journey has been enlightening. I would like to take this stage to thank all of our professors, my batchmates and seniors for showering their constant support throughout my graduation period. I strongly believe that the life lessons learned at IIT Mandi will help us in our future. I am blessed to be part of such an institute for 4 years and to serve it at the best of my abilities. We hope to make a positive impact on our society and scale even greater heights. Thank you.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in BTech Mechanical Engineering discipline is awarded to Mr. Nilotpal Datta.
I am honored to receive the Institute Silver Medal for BTech in Mechanical Engineering on this 8th convocation of IIT Mandi. I thank my advisors, my teachers and my family for their constant support. I would like to thank my seniors and my batchmates here for being always there whenever I needed any help. I am extremely grateful to have got the opportunity to be a part of this big family, and I shall always miss it. Thank you so much.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in MSc Chemistry discipline is awarded to Mr. Abhishek Jain.
Hi everyone, myself Abhishek Jain. I am very honored to be receiving the Institute Silver Medal 2020, which is awarded to the best all-rounder graduating in the 2-year PG program. I would really like to thank my family, friends and faculty for helping throughout my stay at IIT Mandi. A big thanks to Dr. Venkatakrishnan sir, whose consistently guidance helped me to complete my research project. One of the most important things during my stay at IIT Mandi is its culture and beauty that helps in transforming many students' life to the people who can do anything out there. And I am very grateful to have this opportunity to be the part of this culture. Thank you.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in MTech Mechanical Engineering with specialization in energy systems is awarded to Mr. Vagish Kumar.
Hello everyone, I am honored to receive Institute Silver Medal. I would like to thank my family, friends and colleagues for their constant support and belief in me. Some of the best memories of my life are associated with IIT Mandi. At IIT Mandi, I met some of the amazing people whose valuable insights transformed and improved me as a person. I would especially like to thank my thesis supervisor, Professor Rajiv Kumar and Professor Jens Stiefel, for their constant guidance and encouragement. I feel proud to be graduating from IIT Mandi, and I hope someday IIT Mandi would feel equally proud to call me its alumni. Thank you.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in MSc Applied Mathematics is awarded to Ms. Alka Singh Chauhan.
Hey, this is Alka Singh Chauhan. I am honored to receive this award at 8th convocation of IIT Mandi. I would like to say thanks to all my family members, my seniors, and especially all the professors at IIT Mandi who helped me making my journey so beautiful at IIT Mandi. I would also like to say thanks to all my friends at IIT Mandi who helped me in transforming a person who is ready to face any kind of challenges in my coming future after graduating in applied mathematics from IIT Mandi. So a very big thanks to each and everyone for their encouragement and helping me making my journey so beautiful at IIT Mandi.
The Institute Silver Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance from among the students graduating in MSc Physics is awarded to Mr. Bhishma Narayan Mahanti.
Hi, I am Bhishma Narayan Mahanti, and I am honored to get this Institute Silver Medal for my academic performance in master degrees. I am thankful to all my teachers, to all my friends and my family for this, and I am truly indebted to Mr. Brahm Prakash Dubey, Mr. Mukaddar Sheikh, Dr. Hari Verma, Dr. Sudhir Kumar Pandey and Dr. Pradeep Kumar for their inspirations to learn physics as a subject. And in these 2 years, what I found great about IIT Mandi is its pro-learning atmosphere, and all teachers, their willingness to help us at every stage been great, and I'm thankful to all of them, and it was a beautiful journey for me. Thank you.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech Biotechnology is awarded to Ms. Nikita Deshwal.
Hey everyone, I'm Nikita Deshwal and I'm so honored for receiving the Outstanding Achievement Award in MTech and Biotechnology. Firstly, a big thank you to my family, especially my mom, and thank you to all the teachers of IIT Mandi for boosting up my confidence and enlightening my future. I also want to thank IIT Mandi for providing me such a beautiful environment and for inculcating the spirit of sportsmanship as well as leadership qualities within me. At last, I want to say, never stop learning, never stop smiling and moving forward in life. Thank you all, and thank you IIT Mandi for being a beautiful journey of my life.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech Communication and Signal Processing is awarded to Mr. Ankit Chakrabarti.
Hi, I am Ankit Chakrabarti and I am honored to receive the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech CSP branch. I would like to thank my guide, Dr. Anil Keshav, who gave me the necessary guidance and independence to do research. I would also like to thank my family, friends, seniors, juniors, and our faculty advisor, Dr. Samar Agnihotri, for guiding me throughout my stay in IIT Mandi. One thing that I miss the most at IIT Mandi is its beautiful environment, which helps me to stay calm at stringent moments. I am very grateful to spend my precious years at IIT Mandi. Thank you.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech Energy Engineering with specialization in materials is awarded to Mr. Mohit Barthwal.
Hi, this is Mohit Barthwal and I am getting the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award 2020 for MTech Energy Engineering. I would like to thank my parents, my friends and my colleagues who helped me throughout. I would also like to mention two of my supervisors, Dr. Satvashil Pawar and Dr. Atul Dhar, for their constant guidance and being always there for me. So thank you so much for this award.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech VLSI is awarded to Mr. Shashwat T.
Hi, I'm Shashwat Tirot and it's a huge honor for me to receive the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. At this moment, I would like to thank Dr. Satyendra Kumar Sharma, Dr. Hitesh Shimali and Dr. Rahul Shrestha for their guidance and support throughout my period at IIT Mandi. I would also like to thank my family, my friends, all the faculties of VLSI department, Dr. Ashish Joshi and all the members of VLSI Design Laboratory. The 2 years that I have spent at IIT Mandi were the most important and beautiful period in my life, and I have really enjoyed my stay at IIT Mandi and I am already missing it. Thank you.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech Power Electronics and Drives is awarded to Mr. Patel Parth Hasmukh Bhai.
Hello everyone, I am sincerely honored to have been selected for this award. I would like to thank my elder sister and parents for all motivation and support. Special thanks to Dr. Narsa Reddy sir, my project supervisor, for guiding and inspiring. This beautiful journey at IIT Mandi helped me cross paths to profession professors who always had my back and helped me to achieve this. I would like to thank Rohan, Vivek, Abhishek and my other friends for making stay at IIT Mandi one of the best memory of my life. I am indebted to IIT Mandi for making me better person both personally and professionally. Thank you.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MTech Structural Engineering is awarded to Mr. Mahipal Kularia.
Hi everyone, I am Mahipal Kularia. I feel pleasured and honored for receiving Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. It's been an amazing journey at IIT Mandi. I would like to thank my supervisor Dr. Sandeep Kumar Saha, my friends and my family for their immense support and guidance. Thank you.
The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award for MA Development Studies is awarded to Mr. Rajat Chaudhary.
Truly honored to receive the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. I'll always be obliged to my family and their contribution to my being is ineffable. I also want to thank Dr. Shamashri Das Gupta to help not only in academic life but also in personal life. Dr. Devika Sethi to motivate me to step out of my comfort zone. Dr. Surya Prakash Upadhyay to help me to look at things more critically and with utmost humbleness. Dr. Nilambar Chetri, who was my dissertation guide and who dealt with every naive query of mine with utmost humbleness and patience. And each and every teacher of IIT Mandi who provided us with a learning environment, and every non-teaching staff of IIT Mandi who made it a successful institution run smoothly despite of the hardships which the unique location present. Thank you.
Graduates of IIT Mandi, you have this day been awarded the degree of IIT Mandi. As graduates of this institute, I charge you to always uphold the highest standards of professional responsibility, integrity, and dignity. Please take the graduates' pledge.
We, the graduates and postgraduates of the Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi, hereby pledge that we will be scrupulously honest in all our activities and act with integrity at all times to uphold the honor and dignity of our profession and of our institute. That we will actively protect and promote the well-being of our environment. That we will uphold and promote the unity and secular ideals of our country. That we will utilize our knowledge in the service of our country in its march towards a just, inclusive, and sustainable society. Thank you.
Now I request a registrar to present the scroll to the Chairman Board of Governors for signature.
I shall present the scroll to the Chairman for signature.
Valedictorian, please deliver your speech.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. R.M. Maselkar, the Director of the Institute, Professor Ajit Kumar Chaturvedi, Chairperson of the Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, faculty members, guests, staff members, the family members of the graduating students, and my dear friends. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you all on the behalf of the batch of 2020 to the celebration of the 8th convocation of the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Mandi. It seems rather unfortunate to address you all virtually. Today is the day that marks the successful completion of an important phase of our life with this institute. But due to the prevailing pandemic, we were unable to gather on the campus to celebrate this occasion. We all had planned a long bucket list of activities for our last semester. But on the day that we returned to our homes, we never realized that it would be our last day on the campus as students. The pandemic has taken a lot of good things from us. However, it has most importantly made us learn to excel even during the period of hardship. But it is not only the end of our journey that is different. In fact, our batch started this journey of 4 years in a very different way too. We were the first batch to undergo the 5-week induction program, or the 5WIP. Before arriving on the campus, the idea that we shall not have classes for 5 weeks seemed very exciting. Little did we know that these 5 weeks would require us to wake up early in the morning to attend a morning physical activity at 6 a.m. every day. I still remember the security officers and caretakers banging on our doors to wake us up for it. I can surely say that it was even harder than the most difficult exam of my BTech program. Nevertheless, that was one of the best parts of our life here. It exposed us to the plethora of the opportunities that we can explore. It prepared us for the life ahead. But I feel the most important of all was that the program brought us together as a family. For most of us, the people that we met during those 5 weeks became our closest friends. The 4 years at IIT Mandi changed us a lot. We came here as irresponsible and clueless teenagers, and today we have roles that affect the lives of many. Throughout these 4 years, we have created great memories that we shall always cherish. The fests, the treks, the club activities, and the festivals. It is an impossible task to summarize and express the beautiful 4-year journey in a speech. After my second semester, I had stayed back on a campus to participate in the SAE Supra event. For the whole month of June, we used to work day and night in the mechanical workshop trying to build a car. Neither did we have many people, nor any previous experience or a very large budget. But we did build a car. That was one of the best experiences in my life. And I am sure everyone has several similar stories to tell. But all such experiences have collectively shaped us into responsible professionals. Like all of the previous batches, we too can claim that we have seen the institute grow. We were present at an important stage of this growth, the transition of the activities from a single campus to 2 permanent campuses. And our batch has made insignificant contributions to the process. We started with club almirahs in the small SNTC room and lounge. Now we have full-fledged club rooms. We have contributed to the growth of the existing clubs and the formation of the new clubs. We have started the culture of clubs organizing their own fests. We have also made a significant mark in the academics and research activities. People from our batch have made quality research publications in top journals, have presented their work at international conferences, and have participated in research at some of the greatest research organizations in the world. We also have among us co-founders of startups. And I believe that all of these have contributed to making IIT Mandi one of the top institutes in the country and globally. When speaking of being a top institute, I would like to mention what is perhaps the most important attraction of IIT Mandi, which is its academic curriculum. The IIT Mandi has a unique component in the curriculum, the Design and Innovation Practicum courses, which emphasizes on the application of the theories learned in the class. Besides that, these courses add an enjoyment factor to the classroom learning. We all must have enjoyed disassembling the appliances during the reverse engineering sessions in our first year. The trips made for the ISTP course taught me important life lessons, and I shall always cherish the great memories. Moreover, the number of courses and facilities has increased during these 4 years. We have new research groups, labs, and research centers. Nevertheless, a lot still needs to be improved, and I hope to see those changes in the coming years. Till now, I have mentioned only the good memories and good moments, of course. But of course, we all have also experienced failures. There have been sad moments. One of the saddest moments of this 4-year journey was during our second semester, when we lost one of our close friends. There have been times when everything seemed hopeless, be it failure to secure the dream job or having an online semester and convocation, the list goes on. But one thing that this journey of 4 years have taught me is that until we are brave enough to face the challenges and disappointments, we shall never succeed. In fact, real success is in overcoming one's fears, accepting the reality, and being focused on the goal. There will always seem to be an easy way to avoid the challenges, but remember, it's just a trap. Smooth seas never make skillful sailors. We must face the challenges and suffer the pains. With time, the pains fade away, and what remains are the learnings and beautiful memories that, like the ones we take away from this journey. What we do and become shall ever remain the reflection of what we learned in the span of these 4 years. Finally, I'd like to say that when I chose IIT Mandi during the JEE counseling, it was not a very well-researched choice. But now, I can proudly say that it was one of the best decisions of my life. I shall always miss the evening walks to People Point, the celebrations, and most importantly, you people. I know this is not the most ideal way of saying bye, but this is the only choice we have. Dear faculty members, staff members, and friends, I have been very fortunate to get the opportunity to be a part of this journey with you all. Thank you for making this a wonderful journey. Best wishes to all the graduating students for your future endeavors. I hope that we make ourselves, our families, the institution, and the country proud. Thank you.
I declare the convocation closed.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे